Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. And already we're underway here. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Well, that pass isn't the best. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And he opts to go forward. Williams. Nico Williams, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And here's Guruzeta. Sunset.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
They get a throw in. Nico Williams. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Mateta. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
Oh, not quite. Bilbao with the corner, there first.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Ruiz de Galarreta. Williams. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Mateta. Eze. Wharton. There's the shot! And it's come back out to him. He's delivered all right! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Now it's Eze. Yerai with the slide tackle there. Mitchell. Deftly away. Ruiz de Galarreta did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Williams. And here's Guruzeta. Mitchell calmly anticipates.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Looking for the runner. Eze looking to get on the end of this. No way through. Eze is sporting a guilty look after that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Sunset. That has been knocked clear. Corner number 2 then. There's the header! You've got to be quick to recover this. And that was very necessary. Mateta is there, and he can get that clear. Wharton. Oh, super find. Danny Vivian kept his eye on it, and he's there. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it. OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
He could be in here. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Corner number 3 coming up. And it's hoisted clear. And now they can spring out of defence. That's been cut out, well played. Can he finish? They've done it! 2 up now, and they are cruising. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, look, he moves and manufactures in unique fashion. This guy is sheer class.
Number 7.
Crystal Palace are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
No way through there. He's had it! Surely now they are well and truly out of sight. And again, they simply do not know what has hit them. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that.
Has been indicated.
A case now of complete control.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
And the first half is done. So no shortage of thrills, no shortage of fireworks, but all very one-sided. We appear perhaps headed for a cricket score at this rate, unless there is a significant change in fortune. It is 3-0 at half-time. And we're underway again.
Well, I'm sure the managers talk the talk, and now it's time for these players to walk the walk and deliver a rousing response to a rousing team talk.
Now it's Sarr. Yerai gets across to intercept that. And the pass is intercepted. Yuri. Ruiz de Galarreta. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Corner number 4 coming up here. He's got the shot away! No, poor contact, nothing on the shot.
He trapped it expertly, Peter, and released it very differently.
Not a lot we need to say about that. Sunset. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Out of play for a throw. Yuri puts the ball in. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Looking tidy in possession here. Williams! Guruzeta! Really well taken goal. He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Goal! After 56 minutes is number 12.
So is this the start of a comeback? Lacroix. He has found the way through. Sunset. And here's Iñaki Williams. Crystal Palace needed that. They really needed it.
This match was
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, this looks sharp. Brilliantly cut out. Henderson gets it clear. Mitchell. Great defending, strong and determined. Ruiz de Galarreta. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
That is good strength. And he's had it nicked away. Guruzeta. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Oh, that's a key interception. Sarr providing an outlet on that flank. Oh, smashing header! And he hits the net! And the lead is 3! It is surely done!
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
24 minutes is number 10. Substitution on the field, number 18.
We have got changes here from both sides, in
Number
fact.
7. Coming
Crystal
on the
Palace
field,
blast
number
themselves into a
19,
3-goal lead.
Hughes. Number 11.
Into the last quarter of an
Substitution in
hour.
progress.
Fiddles it through. Crystal Palace are looking to break at pace. DeMarcus is offering some sort of an apology there.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Williams. That has been cut short. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's got away. Speculative strike. Oh, brilliant save!
Well, we were anticipating this. They're very much set up for the counter-attack, and I don't see it changing anytime soon.
Oh, what a climb! Oh, taken with style! Comfort, yet more comfort, easing away. A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Crystal Palace are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Has a look and plays it forward. Munoz tries to clear. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Decent hit! And that has faded wide. Mitchell promptly onto that, and that is that. Now it's Hughes. He's picked his way through. Shapes to shoot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
There will be 5 minutes
No,
added
he
time.
can't turn it in.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
He's cut it out. DeMarcos, not the most accurate pass. Oh, super ball! There's the hit! And he couldn't quite make it 6.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Climbs up big! That's going to go a long way. Paredes. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And he welcomes it in. That's that, the end. Bilbao cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling, at times unplayable, who simply brushed them off. Well, after all of that,
Hello,
Jim, what are you thinking?
One-sided and only one winner, Peter. The players didn't show enough togetherness, and it was weak throughout.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you... So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here.
Hello,
a clear
everybody,
night,
and
all the
welcome to
ingredients
today's
for a
match.
showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, Yuri Tielemans is someone being described now as the complete midfielder. His knack of finding the right passes is one thing, but his shooting is reaching a legendary status too.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. Oh, well played, well played. Asensio. And that's play. Oh, shooting chance! Celtic with the corner, there first. And now a sudden chance to counter. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Well, we expected better, and so did he. Digne drives forward on the overlap. Digne going full tilt down the left. Opts to play it back. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Diving header! Now that was a full-blooded header.
No complaints about his effort and commitment. He just needs to start heading in the right direction. You get my drift?
Digne. Foot in. Pau Torres promptly onto that, and that is that. Rashford in acres of space out wide.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
So we're still where we started right now. Can he spark a counter here? That looks a cracking ball. Oh, that's a fine interception. And that has been clubbed away. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Nicely weighted ball. Has a go! Goal! Celtic! More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
After 23
So the first goal of the game.
Number 10.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
And he's heaved it away. He is through here. Now it's Asensio. Now it's Watkins. There's the hit! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
That was created because of good, lively movement, which pretty much dictated the pass.
A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. No, he's just misjudged that one. Asensio. Great chance! And yes, it's there! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
After 29 minutes.
And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Well, the finish looked a guarantee once he was found all alone, and it's criminal defending.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Yeah, it's always a dangerous time when you've just scored. You can easily lose focus and then bang, you're pegged back again.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Final ball not quite right, and his teammates are irritated at that. He won't be happy with that one.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Tielemans. And here's Watkins. And he's on his way! Now it's Asensio. Asensio was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. No, that was never going to make it. Now it's Rashford. Rashford takes a look up. It's gone out for a throw-in. Schlupp. He's looking wide. He has found the way through. Asensio, that pass isn't the best. And it's Schlupp. Now it's Schlupp, and the shot! Good effort, and it is right on half-time. A pretty decent watch this, and each side has contributed in equal part. A couple of very good goals for the crowd to enjoy, and a game which is right on the edge. At half-time, it's 1 each. And we are up to the break.
Well, for us neutrals, this is fantastic. If you're a fan from either side, it's unpleasant. And as for the managers, check your heart rate.
Well, it's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. No reported change to either side during the break. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Well, the further he went, the more attention he attracted. There was just way too much pressure for him to get the shot away.
And that has been cleared. And claimed it back swiftly. He's in here! Can he finish? Goal! Celtic! And they've got their lead back.
I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
The goal scorer after 50
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Number 38, Maida.
Great ball if he can get there. And the shot! Now, who's going to be... Oh, what has happened here?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Quality ball. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, Red, nice interception. Moved on forwards. Pau Torres getting this one clear. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to save from up here, I know. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
He'll try to keep this alive. Cash kept his eye on it, and he's
The
there.
attendance for this match was
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Hits one! Oh, denied brilliantly. he?
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Substitution on the field.
Corner number 2 then.
Marco Asensio. Coming on the field is number 31, Bailey.
Tries a header! And now they can spring out of defence. He's shooting! It's off target and by quite a way. Digne.
Oh, that was expansive and incisive, the type of move to please any coach.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better. This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
That's a little off target. That wasn't the greatest of balls.
Substitution on the field. Number 9.
So there's going to be another change
Rashford.
here.
Number 41. Number 8. Yuri Tillmans.
Well, Peter,
Number
just see
12,
here how a lot of the
Digne.
attacking players aren't dropping
Coming on
back
the field,
anymore.
And that means just one thing, I
17,
suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to
Number
engage the
27,
counter-attack.
Number 7.
Big chance!
McGinn. Number
Good try.
22.
The outcome could so
Watson.
easily have been different. Celtic have their third corner. That's really well manoeuvred. Marlon. He's played him through. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Carter Vickers. Oh, that's well spotted.
Celtic clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Pau Torres gets it away. And that is as far as they're going to go. Now it's Watkins. And he's gone backward here. He's had a hit! And that could come back to haunt them.
I think he rushed that. He had a bit more time than he realised. He could so easily have equalised there.
And he's had it nicked away. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. That is good alertness. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Oh, they could break here. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Oh, shapes to shoot! And that could have brought them level.
Well, the lead may be fragile, but the keeper was focused and strong.
So, third corner of the game.
Substitution in progress.
It goes to show he is human after all.
All he'll be thinking is, please, ground, swallow me up.
The final 5 minutes. He's through here, and he was alert to it.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
That's a nicely measured pass. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, smashing header! And that's caused a worry or two.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
Cash cuts it out. Marlen.
There will
Now
be
it's
5
Watkins.
minutes added time.
Great penalty finish! Oh, it's come loose. Paulo Bernardo. And now the breakaway. Nicely aimed pass. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. And he's intervened well there. Gets his pass away. He's played him through. Decent hit! And that is doing no harm at all. Celtic. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Celtic proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle. They know it could so easily have gone the other way. And they are clearly so happy to have won it.
With a quick request for support.
How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Celtic demonstrating exactly how to play on hostile ground. They were
So here we go, yet another page in this long rivalry that has existed between two grand teams. One that looks as though it will continue no matter what else happens, no matter what the hand of fate deals both of these parties. It has the look of a glitzy, grandiose occasion. And expectations are rising, and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. So, it is time to let them at it.
Yeah, well, I think it's going to be a game where the two key words are pride and courage, Peter. Pride in that you have to be prepared to fight for everything, and courage to be daring, to stand up and to commit yourself.
And already we're underway here. Oh, well played, well played.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And he cuts out the supply. Oh, good-looking ball. Trossard. Havertz. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, the centre of midfield, Peter, is where battles are won and lost. So I see Rodri as a player who can dominate his midfield position. He's excellent at winning and recycling the ball, as well as passing it all over the pitch. I see him as someone who's very well suited now even to those highest tempo games.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. In once more. Now can he find Odegaard! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
He was berating his defence before making the save, and he's at it again now.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Matheus Nunes. Neither side yet able to find the net.
Oh, that's great defending to cover for the goalkeeper and just get something in the way.
That is good alertness. Gabriel. White. Passing nice and neat. Chance! Goal! Arsenal!
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
The goal scorer for Arsenal after 22
Arsenal
minutes
have
is
broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Passes short and sharp. Doku! Oh, split-second reaction.
Doku actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And we have our very first corner. Shapes to shoot! He scores! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, and the analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Number 9.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Keeper's ball. That tackle was certainly sturdy. Gabriel Jesus is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Rodri. Saliba makes the interception. Zinchenko. Passing is crisp and sharp. Gabriel Jesus. Great ball, and he's in here. Has a shot. Goal! Arsenal! Into the lead once more. He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
After 34 minutes is
Arsenal
number
go
6,
into the lead.
Gabriel.
Havertz, and he's certainly onside here. He's shifting through the gears here. There's the shot! He's got a goal! And they're at it again in double quick time.
Arsenal clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
Arsenal, after 37 minutes.
Well, that has
is
changed the dynamic somewhat.
23.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. And here's Jesus. He's got space in the area. And he's only too happy to take that back. Arsenal have hit a quick-fire double here and are firmly in control at 3-1. Quality ball. Stones. That's been cut out, well played.
2 added minutes has been
Zinchenko.
indicated.
Merino. Trossard. Oh, red, nice interception. Zinchenko cuts out the pass. Gabriel. Raub. And that'll be the last act of the first half.
Arsenal are 2 up, and on the balance of things, I would say deservedly so. They had a very coherent game plan, and if they are allowed to continue in the same vein,
That's the first
I can only
half,
see
then.
the margin
A
getting
rocky
bigger.
start, to say the least.
Well,
But
that
that
has
won't
been
shake our
a
spirits,
goal-blessed
will it?
half. It is 3-1. And we are back on the way. No reported change to either side during the break. Doku. Now that's well seen too. That's really well manoeuvred. He's going to be disappointed with that. Little pass back.
Modern football.
And the shot! It's fallen kindly here. And again! He's missed, but not by that far.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
Looking for options for movement. Trossard, and here's Havertz. Havertz gets flagged offside. Oh, this looks sharp. Now it's Gabriel Jesus. He's free. And the shot! Kept out by the most elastic of saves.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And he gets rid in a hurry. Now it's... Oh, shooting chance! And more, and more, and more. And they are cruising away. Oh, the deftness of touch. Received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
After 56 minutes.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
It's starting to look like a... Haaland! It's in! They're back within reach! So is this the start of a comeback? So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here.
Real chance! It's in! How very smart. He just got it right.
Well, it doesn't have to look spectacular. Why complicate simplicity?
And he's done it again. He's got his second.
The attendance for this match was
Arsenal grab a
72,306.
3-goal lead. It's just too easy. And here's De Bruyne.
De Bruyne really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Akanji kept his eye on it. Trossard! That is ended up in no man's land. He's had a hit! Well, that is remarkable.
All he'll be thinking is, please, ground, swallow me up.
Substitution on the field. Number 11.
We have got changes here
Doku.
from both sides, in fact.
Number 26, Savinho. Number 27, Matthias Nunes. Number 17, De Bruyne.
Grealish.
Number
Oh, he had to
24,
make that, and he did make it.
Coming on
Well,
the
the ball
field.
just didn't work out for the run that he made.
That was just poor
Number
decision-making
47,
and a weak
Phil
execution.
Foden. Number 8, Kovacic.
Arsenal
Number 10,
have reclaimed it.
Grealish.
Now there's a
Number
fine
6,
ball.
Ake.
Grealish.
Substitutions taking place.
Arsenal still have the cards to affect this game. Zinchenko. Now he's off and running. Gabriel. Havertz. Ake. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cost.
Goes for the header! Goal! And they are right back within touch! Oh, super header, wonderfully acrobatic.
Yeah, a diving header is always a pleasurable sight, and that was just about perfect.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Substitution.
Arsenal making consecutive changes here. So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Foden wriggles his way through. Very nicely done. Arsenal have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. And it's Stones. And here's Foden. He's had a shot! Sticks it away!
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
And that means just one thing. Match ball.
Well, he's been the outstanding player on the pitch and devastating in front of goal. What a display. What a player.
Great chance! Should have equalised.
Oh, he can't hide away from how important that was.
It's their second corner of the game. Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
Good play all round. He was well hustled and still got a shot away. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Now it's Martinelli.
Arsenal probably could have killed things off, but they should be okay here.
ball by the goalkeeper. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Now it's Saka. And he's onside. Now it's Martinelli. Crossed it. Oh, smashing header!
6 added minutes has been indicated.
Haaland. And the counter is on. Now it's Foden. He's in plenty of space here. That has been knocked clear. And they're back on the ball again. Sterling gets good distance on it. Into stoppage time, very little left on it. And here's Martinelli. Oh, beautifully shaped ball. Can he put it away? Close, but time for no more. The whistle has gone. Arsenal can finally smile now. They have held on in a difficult watch for both sets of fans. A truly emotional roller coaster, that. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
That is a superb win. This is one of those games where the result justifies whatever means. Just look at the players celebrating with the fans. Everyone pumped. Takes me back.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of
Hello,
a match that
everybody,
will
and
really
welcome
get
to
the juices
today's
flowing.
match.
I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Oh, super find. Shot could be on. Martin's in there, determined to win it back. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, I've always liked the very all-round capabilities of this fella, Bruno Guimaraes. He's strong, competitive, aggressive without the ball, but one of the better distributors when he's on it. He usually slots into a deep midfield role, linking up with the wide men and centre-backs, but he's just as effective when he gets further up the pitch to find something more telling.
Okay, interesting. Has a goal! Marvellous goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible. That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
After 9 minutes is number 14, Alexander Isak.
An early launch, just as they wanted, just as they hoped it. Played into the middle. Here comes the corner. RZ with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. That's the throw. That is a brilliant interception. Gordon. Now it's Joe Linton.
Oh, that was expansive and incisive, the type of move to please any coach.
Oh, great chance! And he's gone looking for safety.
RZ really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
He won't be happy with that one. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Oh, that's fabulous! Shot a goal! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. It's their second corner of the game. And now they can spring out of defence. Headed upfield, and he's there to belt it away, and claimed it back swiftly. Shapes to shoot! It's a goal! 2 up now, and they are cruising.
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
The goal scorer after 23 minutes is
Newcastle are
number
sitting
14,
pretty, 2-0 up.
Alexander
Well, now's the
Isak.
time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
And it's hoisted clear. Shaw Linton plays a delicate ball. There's the hit! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Some resolute defending there. Well, that had the makings of something. Ah, he's given it away. Oh, good ball. Isak. Can he finish? They are rampant. And they're at it again in double quick time.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
After 30
Clinical,
minutes,
just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Oh, he's been unstoppable in this match. Every single time he's been in possession, he's looked a threat.
A case now of complete control.
Well, their manager seems to have them always...
And the shot! Bruno Guimaraes delivering the goods as expected.
Well, not only can a player of such high calibre show the imagination to set up a goal, but he can also produce when the pressure's on to deliver a big moment. This guy was born to create.
Oh, shooting chance! Corner number 3 coming up. He's got full. Shad with the clearance. Newcastle have the chance to go the other way. Oh, easy pickings there. That is good alertness. Gets his pass away. He's played him through. Joelinton. Willock. And the shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Turns and goes back. Got offside that time. And there's green grass ahead of him. Oh, that was vital. And the finish! They've done it! And they are right back within touch!
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
is number 4.
So, just a
Martin
consolation,
Dempsey.
or is there a way back from here? Oh, he's bustling through here! Isak couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
It's admirable, but ultimately he didn't know when to look for support.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that.
There will be 3 minutes at a time.
There's the shot! Goal! Deep into first half stoppage time, a crucial goal. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Peter, that was just a defensive act of generosity that was always going to have a painful ending.
AZ get themselves back into contention.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
And that should be the keepers. And it's half-time here. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Hello everybody, and please join me in wishing a happy wedding anniversary for one of our fan club members.
And the second half gets underway.
AZ really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Real chance! Oh, he's been caught napping. AZ have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do. Corner number 4 coming up here. Newcastle are looking to go forward now. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Bruno Guimaraes kept aware, and it is hits one! And he comes up trumps again. They're up to 5 corners now. Climbs up big! It's in! Arsene Alkmaar back on level terms! Great corner, and he did the rest.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Number 5.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, if anyone in this stadium thinks they haven't got value for money...
Joelinton! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
He's found the way through. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Gordon is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Now it's Willett. Decent
The
hit!
attendance for this match was
A real chance and a
29,950.
real let-off.
Another example of how comfortable this team is on the break.
And he's straight offside. Murphy. That's a sharp pass. And he's taking no chances there. AZ looking to pass their way through. Cher, no way through.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And he welcomed now the finish! Denied by an instinctive save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
So can they do it again? And now a sudden chance to counter. That's really well manoeuvred. Botman is there and he can get that clear.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
That's beautifully weighted.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Can he finish? Goal! Arsene Alkmaar! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Martin Zindi demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Substitution on the field. Number 7.
So, time for
Joelinton.
changes on both
Number
sides, actually.
28,
AZ
Willett.
get themselves into the
Number
lead.
23.
And they deserve great
Jacob
credit for turning
Murphy.
things around, but they'll now
Coming
need
on
the
the
defensive
field.
resilience to
Number
equal that attacking
36.
flair.
Number 8.
Pass is intercepted.
Jalali.
Bruno
Number
Guimaraes
11,
is there to
Harvey
clear.
Bones. Substitution in progress.
Now he's off and running. Gordon. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, there's a probing ball. Played right into his path.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. And it's Trippier. Oh, that's well spotted. That looks a good ball through. He is through here. Chance! Oh, that could cost them.
Isak couldn't quite put that away, but there's plenty of positives in how they've responded.
Barnes.
And a header!
And he's there to get it away.
Oh, it's die-hard defence and the willingness to put his body on the line. Very impressive.
Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. Now it's Barnes. And he's heaved it away.
Substitution on the field.
The message is simple. Defend this with your lives.
Number 2, Trippier. Coming on the field. Number 9, Wilson. Number 21.
Oh, crossbar!
Substitutions taking place.
Decent enough try.
Oh, that look of disbelief.
And smartly reclaimed. AZ are on the verge of a pretty special win, but they've got some hanging on to do here. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Can he put it away? That was superb goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
It's a lucky 7th corner. Up he goes!
6 added minutes
Isak
has been indicated.
gets it clear. Cleared away.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
He's got away. Oh, he'll be annoyed with himself for not getting there. And he's managed to get rid. Well, they've got it again. Livramento. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And time is up. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good.
Those of you making their way
Terrific
home on
recovery,
public
a
transportation
really
today,
fine
please watch
win,
the
that,
screen
Jim
featuring
Beglin.
the
I
departure
take
times
this
from
every
all
week,
local
Peter.
major
What a
stations.
fabulous game. It's amazing no matter how much they were down. They never lost focus, never looked beaten.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin. And so the calm before the storm. A game this so engraved into sporting history. These two teams have squared up so many times before. It is a rivalry whose significance has never been diluted and never ever will be. All stemming from that simple dread. Oh, he's been caught on it here! Vinicius Junior. Molina producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Bellingham! Bellingham! And for a moment, time stood still.
You lucky boy, you lucky boy. Giving the ball away like that is usually punished.
And claimed it back swiftly. Now it's Solot. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Of course, Antoine Griezmann. He's got a bit of everything, Peter. Speed, great technical ability, and the priceless gift of...
Oh, what a shot at goal! There it is!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
And that was as close to certain as can be.
It's a simple game. A striker's job is to find the space as often as possible, and he did exactly that.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And he's managed to get free. Big chance! Now the finish! He's got a goal! They're level in a trice!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Yeah.
There's the hit! He scores! And they've got their lead back. What a delicious finish. That is immaculate.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Rodrigo is onto this.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Llorente. That is good alertness. And he's intervened well there. He's through here. He might be in here. Oh, he's been caught napping. Decent hit! No mistake! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up. Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Oh, I think the coach will really be annoyed with that. The players were still thinking about their goal and just got caught napping.
Carvajal. Valverde. And here's Mbappe. Can he put it away? It's in! And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
Madrid take the lead.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Well, this is certainly not boring. What a great game we've got here. And here's Alvarez. Rodrigo. Couldn't squeeze it through. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. And they can counter here. Molina. Correa could try cutting inside here. Now it's Vinicius Junior.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
He has found the way through. Big chance! Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Griezmann. Molina. That is a great pick out. Carvajal cuts it out. Played back in. Bellingham. Ball's over the line, and it is a corner. Madrid with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Rodrigo. Shapes to shoot. And that's caused a worry or two.
Rodrigo has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he thrives on.
That pass has been well intercepted. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Oh, what a ball he's in here! He's got the shot away! That was superb goalkeeping!
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Oh, he's been caught on it here! Has a go! Oh, the ball's run loose, and he's following up! And that is wildly off target.
Oh, look, I don't want to sound too dismissive, but from here, that looks the harder thing to do.
Vinicius Junior. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. Could move up a gear here. Now it's Koke. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Oh, within an inch or two.
Mbappe nearly produced a moment of magic. He knew the strike was pure.
No, he's not going to get any further than that. He's going to be disappointed with that. Molina. That's a shade optimistic. Nicely weighted ball. Jimenez. Alvarez. Shapes to shoot! Danger averted for now. And that'll be the final action of the first half. And we are up to the break.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Incident-packed, goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
Well, it is a game with plenty at stake, and that does show. Highly competitive, combative, confrontational. It is what you would expect from a game of this magnitude.
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust.
Oh, what has happened here? Cross deflected behind for a corner. It's their second corner of the game. Madrid are looking to go forward now. Forwards and with intent. That's a decent clearance. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Oh, they could be caught out here. He's found a way through. Now there's a fine ball. And the shot! Sticks it away! 2 up and threatening to pull clear.
Perhaps deserves a little bit of sympathy here, because that's a goalkeeper's nightmare. It's clear that the keeper was unsighted by his defence, and by the time he picked up the flight of that, it was too late.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
Well, that has changed the dynamics. Oh, shooting chance! And yes, it's there! Just one goal in it now. Game on. That was a given. It always was.
Well, he makes finishing look like a matter of fact. Why take extra touches?
We have got ourselves a game here.
I think they probably needed an early goal in this half just to give them the confidence and belief to put...
And the volley.
It's loose now and they want to get it back. Valverde. Chouameni. Oh, such a clever touch. Oh, nice touch. Played towards the front line.
He's going to have to tune his rangefinder before the next one.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively. Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now. Oh, what a climb!
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
And the pass is intercepted.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Vinicius Junior.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase, and of course those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that.
Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
Correa. Over to the left. Now that looks a decent ball. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Bellingham.
And that's been won straight back.
And here's Bellingham.
Vinicius Junior.
Jimenez tries to clear.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Bellingham.
And the shot! It's in!
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
He's got four. That is remarkable.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 7, el dorsal 11, el dorsal 8.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
El dorsal 2.
Madrid two up and into a position of real strength.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that two-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Modric, el dorsal 17, cambio de jugadores.
Now it's Witsel.
Rudiger gets good distance on it.
Müller really added the width there, thanks to his width.
Camavinga! Surely now they are well and truly out of sight. And they are cruising away.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
Marcó en el minuto 82.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
It's starting to look like a done deal now.
Solid! And the keeper threw out a limb. Corner number 3 coming up. Cleared without hesitation. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Modric. Now Mbappe gets through on his own. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go.
Habrá 4 minutos de descuento.
Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. That looks a good ball through. Modric!
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Keeper's ball. Interesting ball. Now this could be a chance. Lino is on his own. Oh, it's gone in!
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
And that is as far as it goes. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see.
Señoras y señores,
The end of the
es el
game.
momento de agradecer a nuestros
Reflections?
jugadores
Well, you
el
can never
excelente partido que
predict
nos
the
han
result.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Begley.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter. It's great to be on board.
And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion.
The action has already started.
Gomez spots it and intercepts.
Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
Well, Peter, I think you and I can be sure that neither of us are going to present a serious challenge in trying to outrun Mickey van de Ven. This Dutchman is unusually fast for a defender, particularly the fact is he's 6'4". So I'm just concerned about his hamstrings. I know he's had problems in the past, and I just hope that doesn't go on to interrupt his career, but there's nobody really capable of outrunning him.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about how they get the best out of him. Oh, no! It's an own goal!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
It's a huge moment for the game and a shocking moment for him personally, but it happened at the best possible time. This is recoverable.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Listen, sometimes you need that little bit of luck in games like these.
And that is as far as they're going to go. Now it's Diaz.
Diaz!
Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Certainly made himself a big nuisance in applying the pressure to force the error.
And he stands tall, impenetrable.
And he's in on goal. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Now it's Diaz. Robertson has it in a wide position. He's shifting through the gears here. Bentancur. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Solanke.
Van Dijk deals with that comfortably. Now it's Diogo Jota. Diaz. Oh, what a ball!
Mohamed Salah unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Well, they've got it back in a hurry.
Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai! And that is doing no harm at all.
Oh, no, that was a chance. What a chance.
That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Now it's Diogo Jota. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
Sarr gets rid without sophistication.
Szoboszlai.
Over to the left. Pedro Porro gets good distance on it. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Clips it so gently. Solanke. Played back in.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
And there's his chance to lead the counter.
Sarr. Gravenberg. He's looking wide. Well, good play on the left-hand side here. And he's had it nicked away. Sarr. Bentancur. Now it's Diaz. Has a look and plays it forward.
Look, it's a run defence's dislike, but the timing has to be spot on.
Nice sequence of passes, this. Mohamed Salah showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense, and he's quick to get it clear again. He's found a way through. No, that's been intercepted. Bentancur. Udogie calmly anticipates. Solanke. Maddison. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Kulusevski. Oh, and he's through the middle. Oh, good take. It's Son Heung-min! Good effort, and it is right on half-time. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break. 1-0.
The own goal was symptomatic of their first half performance. They're not at it.
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Lovely ball and a real chance now. Gomez. And it's Salah. McAllister. Mohamed Salah to McAllister. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. And it's Gomez. Diaz! Maddison. Chance here to counter.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Short changes him with that pass. Mohamed Salah tries making a foray down the right. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. And a header! Oh, just couldn't turn it in.
Well, being able to generate that amount of activity in the box means it's hard not to pick someone out.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
He's got the shot away! And it's in! 2 up now, and they are cruising.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
The goal scorer after 61 minutes is number 7.
Liverpool are doing very nicely, thank you.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Now it's Mohamed Salah. Now it's Diaz, and he's managed to get free. And the shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now it's Son Heung-min. Konate promptly onto that. Oh, that is asking for trouble. He's a sharp little ball here. Kulusevski is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
He's had a hit! It's in! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
After 67 minutes is number 13, Udogie. Substitution on the field. Number 2.
So, time for
Gomez.
changes on both
Coming
sides,
on the
actually.
field is number
This
84,
is threatening to become a
Bradley.
really good game.
Substitutions
I
taking
think they can
place.
sense a comeback here, and so can this crowd. It's all systems go now.
Van der Ven did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Oh, good-looking ball.
Diaz. And he's made sure that's not getting through. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Now he's off and running.
Jota.
And he was alert to it. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution. They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Oh, played through for the wide man.
Oh, they can break here. Gone behind for a goal kick.
Substitution on the field. Number 8, Soberslide. Number 10, McAllister. Number 11, Mohamed Salah. Number 7, Luis Diaz. Coming on the field,
Werner,
number 19,
Davis.
Elliott. Number 17,
Chiesa.
Jones. Number 14,
Vicario catches it safely.
18, Gakpo. Substitution.
Nicked it back promptly. And it's Davis.
Davis.
Oh, this is a very good run.
Keeper sees it all the way.
They want to make the most of this turnover.
And he cuts out the supply. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Romero.
Werner.
That's a decent clearance.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Son Heung-min is sharing after that one. It's a throw-in.
2 added
Van
minutes
der
has
Ven.
been indicated.
Time added on will be 2 minutes.
He's found a way through. There's the hit!
Really nicely worked opportunity, that. Some lovely exchanges.
Romero really did pass up on a good opportunity then, but some of the build-up play was absolutely majestic.
And there goes the final whistle.
Tottenham perhaps feeling a little aggrieved with this final score. They clearly feel that their efforts warranted something more. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
It was a very good game,
There you
played
have
in
it,
the right
a
spirit
fine
with
win
a
for our
fitting
boys.
atmosphere.
This is
and I think
just what we
football
like
won
to
this
see.
time.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.